And now it gives me great pleasure to welcome the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Mr. Prithviraj Chavan. Sir, it's a pleasure to have you with us. A year ago, when we kicked off the Save Our Tigers campaign, we were here with your predecessor, Mr. Ashok Chavan, and he also told us that Maharashtra is pledging itself to saving our tiger. That is something you've actually been able to act on.
We had very good results out of our campaign, tiger campaign. The numbers are quite impressive. Actually, the growth of tigers in Maharashtra has been the highest in the country. And we have declared Nagpur as a gateway to tiger land, or as a tiger capital of the country.
Nagpur could actually become the tiger capital of the world, considering its location.
Yes, it is. And we are doing everything to make sure that the issues about the sanctuaries near Nagpur in the Vidarbha region are sorted out. There's a huge growth of tiger population there, and there are issues about land being not sufficient. So we have added very large amount of area. We declared new reserve forest, and we doubled the area of the existing forests. And I think we are going ahead with a great determination to make sure that we have less of man-tiger conflict, that the tourism develops in a very eco-friendly way, and it creates livelihood. There is no conflict between the local citizens, people who live in that area. Whenever you declare an area as a tiger resort, a tiger sanctuary, there are issues of people living nearby in the buffer zone. So we are trying to handle it in a very, very sensitive manner, and we've been quite successful in doing so far.
If I could just take you through some of the success stories and where you've been able to achieve something, and some of the areas where perhaps more work is required. First of all, I think you've got a very good officer, Parveen Pradesh. We've been hearing a lot about him, and also the forest guard vacancies, which is something that Maharashtra had pledged to. You've been able to do some good work in filling that up. Are you satisfied with?
Yes, there were large vacancies, about 1,200 of them, and we decided to fill all of them. And we've been successful in filling all the vacancies. One main change that we made, that earlier the recruitment process consisted of written examinations and academic work. We got local people, Adivasi people who live there, and others involved in the process. And the main emphasis was on ability to run 25 kilometers. So physical ability, physical endurance was given first priority. Only those who cleared the physical endurance test were allowed to write the exam, and they're selected. All vacancies, I'm very happy to report that all vacancies have been fulfilled, all 1,200 of them.
And that's actually a great achievement. Do you feel the need to move to a formal tiger protection force, or do you think this is good enough?
So I think there is a national tiger protection system has already been put in place. We had a few instances of poaching. A few tigers were electrocuted, and we are going into details of what happened, and a serious inquiry has been launched. But I think manning the vacant position is a big step. We'll see how it works. If anything further is required, we'll certainly do that. Now,
Nagpur being the tiger capital of the country, or perhaps even of the world, it's surrounded by these fantastic tiger reserves like Tadoba, for example, or Melghat. But one of the big areas of concern is that the corridors around them are not that sufficient. So tigers can't move from, let's say, Tadoba to Melghat, or for that matter into the tiger reserves in Madhya Pradesh with ease. What can you do to improve the corridors?
We have, as you know, we have a whole system of tracking tigers with the trap cameras and others, and we are able to exactly know which way they're moving. Now, we know the corridors that they take, and we have now declared 2 additional sanctuaries, and we're also looking at corridors, and we're declaring those areas as reserve forest. Fortunately, in these areas which are declaring as new reserve areas, there are no villages to resettle. And I think last few months back, we opened up these new reserves, and I think situation is much better now when these areas are taken up.
But there are, of course, still open cast minings close to Tadoba, and so the process of declaring the buffer zones is still something that you will need to work on, I guess.
Well, that's being worked on. Of course, the mining area near the buffer zone is a concern, but we are very careful now, not recommending to union government opening of new mines which either fall in the buffer zone or very close to buffer zone.